I'm Sean Kendall, attorney at law. I represent veterans before the VA in claims for benefits. I'm here to talk about post-traumatic stress disorder and what evidence is needed to prove a claim for PTSD in order to receive service-connected benefits. First, there must be a diagnosis of PTSD by a doctor. This doctor can be either inside or outside of the VA, and it actually doesn't have to rise to the level of MD. It can be a psychologist, and in some cases a social worker that diagnoses this disability. There also must be evidence of something that happened in service. PTSD is described as a disease that results from exposure to a traumatic event. And commonly, a person in service is assaulted, experiences combat, or witnesses danger to others. So there must be some evidence to prove this happened. Finally, there must be a link between the event in service and the present diagnosis of PTSD. And this is usually established by the medical doctor finding a relationship between those two events. There are some new changes to VA regulations which affect claims for PTSD. Prior to the regulatory changes in 2010, a veteran that served in combat in service who served in a combat unit did not have to prove their stressor. However, a veteran that served in a support unit or outside of a combat zone had to provide a specific document or witness statement to prove what happened to them in service. Since 2010, that requirement has been eliminated, and a veteran no longer has to prove through a specific document what happened to them in service. However, the regulatory change that brought about this change in the rules requires that the diagnosis of PTSD be from a VA doctor, and so an outside doctor will no longer suffice to prove your claim. Therefore, I have many clients where the VA doctor is unwilling to diagnose PTSD while private long-term treating doctors are. In such a case, there is still a requirement that a veteran prove their stressor. If this is a problem in a case that you have, please give me a call and I can talk to you about how you can prove your claim for post-traumatic stress disorder for VA service-connected benefits.